Yo, what is good, YouTube? It's your boy SB back in the sub box again with another unboxing for y'all. You know what I mean? Another little ghetto unboxing, hood unboxing. You know what I mean? Little quick on the break flow. So let me go ahead and get this mug started for y'all real quick. So this is the Scuf Vision Pro, and I ain't new to this. I'm true to this. Scuf has been my favorite brand of controller. I got two DualSense Edges. I have the Xbox Elite controller. I really haven't had any other brands of pro controllers other than official first parties, and then obviously third party Scufs. I really haven't tried no Battle Beavers, nothing like that. The only Scuf that I think I've ever had that I really did not like was this weird one they did for the PS4 that it just didn't hit. But this right here, this is the Scuf Vision Pro Wireless V2. So the V2, the biggest difference between the V1 and the V2 is they have Hall effect thumbsticks. So this will not get stick drift. The last one did not have these, so it was crazy to a lot of people for how expensive this controller was to still not have Hall effect thumbsticks when a lot of other brands have that built into their controllers, or else they'll have an option to where like the DualSense Edge, you can swap out the analogs at any time if you were to get it. So first thing first, boom, we just got the box. We took the sleeve off that mug, and now let's get right into it. Ooh wee. Now I've had the gray one, I've had the white one. When I went and picked this one up, I wanted this new design that's just like this black with the chrome silverish lines. And like, this is my favorite thing about this controller specifically, is you play something normal where you want full trigger pulls, and then when you actually switch over to like an FPS COD mode, those are, hold up y'all, let me make sure y'all can hear it. They're actually like button clicks, like mouse clicks. Same thing with the face buttons. All of the face buttons are button mouse clicks, except for like the start and start, all of that. But another thing that's dope is these buttons down here. These can be set to be whatever you want them to. As far as macros in games, a lot of people use it for hell divers to be able to call in the abilities and shit like that. Like, I've never really customized these too much. I usually keep them how it is: mute, volume up and down, mute, whatever. The back buttons is where I usually rock out at. This is what I usually mess with, and the fact that mouse clicks on those two, this is my only disappointing part of this, is that these are not mouse clicks. But if they was, we'd be in there like swimwear. So that's the first part. The controller is unboxed, and then for the wireless, because you don't want any delay, it does come with a dongle, but that's just so that you don't have any delay when you actually gaming and using this thing. And in the box, we also get a couple of extra features, little goodies, warranty, safety information, all that BS that we don't need. In here, this is, I'm pretty sure these are like extra buttons. So if you want to swap out, like I don't like these personally on my controller, these side extra buttons. I accidentally hit them a lot. So I'm pretty sure these are if you want to take those off and just go flat on the button tip with those, instead of being able to have something that you can accidentally hit. In this one, this is where we get a couple little extras. And here we gonna get some analog sticks. I usually rock out the dome longer stick on my right side, and then I rock with a shorter stick. We get a braided USB-C cable and with an adapter, so if you want to see it, or if you want to go see the old school plug, and then a little thing to help you pry off some of the parts. I don't believe there's anything else in there. So all in all, we are kind of good to go. So now this is one thing that I will tell y'all. A lot of people get this controller and don't realize that it's not 100% plug and play. So with that being said, you got to make sure that you go to the website, and on the website you download the Corsair IQ profile. Once you download that and you install it, set up everything, that at this point is plug and play. So that's going to install real quick. I'm going to go ahead and show you real quick. Let me swap out the controller how I like it, how I want it. So we're going to take this dome off. We're going to go ahead and we're going to go dome sticks. So like I said, I usually run, I like dome sticks for one, and then I like a longer stick on my right side. I will usually run a Control Freak, but these might be long enough for my liking, for how I like to rock with my controllers. We might not have to worry about that. Let me go ahead and take that off too. Pop the faceplate back on. And just like that, we got the analog stick layout that I prefer. So now that we got the software, we're gonna turn it to wireless mode. And just like any other controller, as long as this ain't dead, might have came out the box dead. So boom, you see we can control, I might not see it too good, but volume on there, instant mute, volume up, volume down. And then you can set it to do a bunch more shit if you want. Now this works on PC like it was a Xbox controller. Even though it's PS5 layout, it works like it's an Xbox controller. It will bring up the Xbox menu when you set everything up, still installing and running a couple things, but at this point everything is up to par and good. I could run a little gameplay of COD on here for y'all, but we gonna stick straight to the unboxing. Technically I can review this controller already. I've had this so many times to where nothing is too different for me. If I had to rate this controller, especially with the thumbsticks, the Hall effect thumbsticks now, if I had to get this controller a rating on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm probably gonna go with a 8.5, maybe a 9 out of 10. And the reason why I would knock some points is, so here, when you got this in these modes, the hairline triggers, I've broken 2 of these so far just from them falling off of my desk and landing on the triggers. So you have to be careful with this controller. The warranty is good, especially if you pay for extra warranty through like Best Buy or anything like that, you're perfectly fine. But that is one of my biggest annoyances. And then the other thing is, like I said earlier, I just wish these were like these. I wish they were mouse clicks, just because it'll make the whole controller feel cohesive. I can deal with these buttons all not being mouse clicks. I'm cool with that. But buttons that I'm actually gonna hit, even these side ones, feel more mouse clicky. Not as good as the other ones, but they still feel mouse clicky. So when these 2 are the main ones that I use and they don't feel mouse clicky, they kind of throw it off to me. But I think we're gonna just go ahead, rock out there, and then we just gonna call it at that. Appreciate everybody who came through to the video. Look, see, and this is how I told y'all. It operates just like an Xbox controller. It'll bring up the Xbox mode. We can control everything through there. But again, appreciate y'all all for coming through, watching the unboxing. We gonna run some tests with it. This will be my main primary controller now. Y'all boys be easy.